What's up, everybody? It's your boy JKG Brandon. We're back from TwitchCon. Got a couple new little toys for myself to use, and hopefully they make a difference. We're gonna find out today. Uh, it's all back end stuff, so not even really worth letting you guys know about. But just know we had a blast. There's probably gonna be a video, maybe two, coming out. I'm probably gonna do some shorts for it about the trip down to TwitchCon, my experience there, and all the fun stuff that we did, cool people that we met, and everything like that. So be on the lookout in the coming days and weeks for that. Without further ado, we got blessed by Simon with a Godforge demo 2.0 video, and we're gonna go ahead and reaction Andy this up. So let's take a look.
Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. We're going to be bringing you Demo 2.0. What does that mean? So basically, we've had a number of big investment type conversations over the last
Before he gets into the video, I love the cinematic here, the Godforge, the kind of teaser that he's talking about here in the background. I really love
month
this.
or so
But,
since Gamescom, and as part of those conversations, you kind of go through a pitch deck. These are all the things that we're going to be doing in our game. This is what we stand for as a company. This is what we're driving for over the next 5 years, all that type of stuff. But then if you get through that stage, they say, well, now we need you to send us a build. So it's like, can you guys actually design something cool? But then more importantly, can you execute on it and deliver an actual game? So what we've done is we've built for those businesses, those kind of groups that are looking for that stage, we've built Demo 2.0. And what this does is it really acts as a bit of a roadmap for the game as well. So not just the kind of demo that we've shown you so far, it also gives you some of the features that we're looking to build over the next bit of time. So before we even get into anything, we give these people the teaser, okay, around some of the...
I love the teaser. It's cheesy for me to say, I know, but I love how it just kind of comes in and it kind of sets the tone. It has that kind of very cinematic vibe, similar to like the opening of like Game of Thrones, how you have that 3D modeling going through the world and everything like that with the string orchestra playing. Has that kind of a vibe to me. I don't know if I've said this in the previous videos and stuff like that, but I really like this cinematic trailer that they have.
The combat and some of the character designs we've already done, which still feels pretty sweet.
I agree.
And there will be stuff in this video you've seen before if you've been watching along, but also some stuff that might be new to you in terms of what we're doing with the project. Particularly cool. Shamash staring us down, and then we get the kind of reveal. And this is kind of like the intro. Give someone that real kind of feeling of, cool, all right, these guys have got something good going on. Also,
I'm gonna pause right here, guys. I'm sure Simon's gonna touch on this, but right here, sign up for the beta, fateless.gg. It's gonna be available, you can see right there, Android phones, iOS devices, PC, Unity. It's gonna be there, and then all their socials are down there at the bottom of the screen right there. But fateless.gg. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and maybe later today, I'm going to film a little quick short video to show you guys just how to do it and what to expect when you do it, when you sign up for the beta, because I don't know if anybody's put that out yet, but really super simple and a really simple process. And the beta is looking at early 2025. So just a few more months before we get actual hands on the game for us. But
tells people the different devices we're looking to launch with, which is important as well from assessing us type of point of view. Okay, let's get in.
I love that. I love it.
Now, the advice we were given is really important at this stage. Listen up, people. The advice we were given is, if it's not finished, make sure it looks very unfinished.
So for everybody that's been commenting on not my videos and everything, but the Fateless official videos, any of the other content creators videos, if you're commenting that, hey, the artwork looks fuzzy or something looks kind of goofy, you can kind of see why. With this transparency from the Fateless team, allowing us the insight into the back end, if it's not finished, make it look like it's not finished. Even if you have it if you have that aspect finished, make it look unfinished. That way you're not providing too much information to investors and stuff like that, because you want to make sure that everybody that goes in, everybody's involved, knows that it is not complete yet. That being said, this, for where they're at, looks really, really smooth. Uh, I love how it has, we have a clan hall right here behind Simon. We have the battle phase. We have heroes. We have the Godforge here and everything. So I really, really like just the layout kind of where things are here.
So, and that's called white boxing in this type of world. So, a bit like this screen here. It's not finished, therefore don't try and put something in which looks nearly done, because they'd be like, oh, that's done, and it looks kind of crap. You're better off putting something very white box in so that people understand it's not finished yet. It's just like temporary assets. The way we've done the demo 2.0 for the people that are testing is we're forcing them somewhere. So I'm clicking here, nothing's working. I'm railroading them in to a direction so that
Very much like tutorials when we pick up a game. I just started a new account on Raid. Uh, and as a challenge with another one of the Godforge creators, Adventures with Adam. Uh, yeah, you kind of, in those tutorials and in this kind of a situation at a demo, you kind of get told, hey, this is where you have to go right now. So hopefully, like, this is going to be similar to this kind of demo situation is going to be similar to what we're going to see in the beta when we get the tutorial when we get our hands on the tutorial. We're going to be able to kind of go through and everything. We're going to be told, hey, you got to click here, you got to click here, you got to click here first. And then hopefully really quickly after that, we can just have free roam and kind of go from there. But yeah, I do like the tailored progression here. For what this is, for a demo, you do want to be guiding the experience. So
they just very quickly get an understanding of, for us, we wanted to get an understanding of battle. So we take them into the battle first. We've got some different elements of the game. This is, again, not how it will look, but we're just giving people
clan boss, arena, dungeons, campaign. I like this vibe. This reminds me of this kind of reminds me of going in Diablo Immortal, in the different game modes and stuff like that. You can kind of select. You don't have to necessarily be going to a dungeon world and then picking and picking and picking. This is kind of a cool little vibe right here. You have just one screen. Boom. Where do I want to go? I want to do campaign. Boom. Take me to campaign. Take me to dungeons. Take me to arena. I like this.
a feel. And in here, I can't go into any of the other areas apart from campaign, which I'm like railroading. But I can click and just be like, okay, well, what does this mean in the game?
This is a nice little screen. We're going to kind of take a look at these little screens. I have a feeling there's going to be some leaks in here. If this is going to be like an arena look, I'm really, you know what? This one says modes clan boss, coordinate with your clan members, take down the Titan Kronos. So Kronos is going to be the clan boss. Looks like climb over 5 difficulties with new challenges to earn exclusive gear and rewards. So pretty much the same as what we're used to with Raid and Dragonair and Watcher of Realms. You're going to have that boss. You're going to get your gear and kind of go from there. If this is going to be kind of the vibe of our clan boss, where we're on this platform of ruins and then we have Kronos coming out of the back here, I have a really, this could be a really cool vibe.
So, okay, we're going to have a clan boss. We're going to have different difficulties. We're going to have arena gameplay.
Okay, and then arena is going to be, looks like we got Stonehenge. Looks like we have Stonehenge is going to be one of the arena levels. That's going to be pretty cool. So, and I do know for a fact all of this stuff is to be determined. This could change at a moment's notice as far as what the verbiage and everything here that we see. This could all change on a dime. So don't get too attached to any of this stuff. But it is definitely something that is definitely in the works. Challenge players dynamic PvP combat on the battlefields of Ishtar. So Ishtar is going to be the basic arena mode level. Climb the ladder to become the strongest, untarnished across the realm. I like that. I like that. Definitely, arena is going to be fun. I think arena is going to be fun in this game. The champion, the hero skill sets seem to be diverse enough to where there's going to be a lot of different opportunities. I hope we don't get stuck into one meta and one meta alone, like a speed meta or raid had basically since day one. Speed meta has been the thing. Uh, there's been variations, there's been offshoots, but it always comes back to speed. Who can go first? I know in all PvPs, speed is going to be very important, but I hope in Godforge there is a way to vehemently and valuably uh, counter a speed meta with something else. So I really hope so. Skill matters challenge all in a normalized PvP tournaments where your strategic calls define the course of the battlefield. So yeah, a normalized PvP is going to be really dope. Don't know exactly how they're going to pull it off, but I think it's definitely going to be one of those things where we're going to see a lot of PvP players hopefully, come out of this, and people that may not have been very active in other PvPs that weren't normalized, they may have a lot more fun and have a better user experience and come away as more PvP type players. So hopefully we can see that going forward with Godforge.
Including like normalized modes and sort of some ladder-based arena gameplay. We're going to have dungeons to fight, and again, just some assets.
We've already seen this big boy leaked here as well, so this is going to be one of our dungeon bosses. I love that. I love it. Vanquish dragons, giants, guardians, and gods. Retrieve countless treasures, trinkets, and gold. I like it. I like it, boys.
Assets of things which we've got as like concept in or finished 3D assets. Stuff you'd expect, but then we're kind of railroading them into the campaign. And again, here, very grey box, but just giving people a flavor of what we're doing.
So we have the Aru, Kojiki, Olympus, Avalon, and Asgard factions with their banners.
And then we take people into, I love this little pan over here. We take people into this kind of like demo stage that already exists. So none of this is clickable, none of it's built yet. But we're basically, we're taking people into the demo that we built for Gamescom. And then they can just see gameplay, they can sort of play around with the game mode. Yeah, we're forcing the heroes that you've got to play with. And this is, if you watch the demo, you've already seen this. But here they can kind of like,
I've said it before, I love this camera angle. I love the low camera angle, so you feel like you're in the fight a little bit better than some other games do.
See what people's abilities do, and we can just get the gameplay rolling. So they can either go on auto and like 2 times, or they can just let it run, or they can like click around and play themselves. We've got the turn order in here. Do we want to fight in the reliquary? Yes, we do. That's where we get our juicy loot. And it's just been optimized a bit better for PC. I'm playing on PC right now, so the visuals a bit better. But we've not touched, at the moment, any of the camera stuff, any of the animations, any of that stuff. It's still exactly the same as what we showed in Gamescom. So if there was any bugs or anything which didn't feel quite right, it's still not going to feel quite right. Nothing's really changed in that sense.
So yeah, I know a lot of people have touched in comments in their videos and all of our videos from the content creator side. Certain things might feel a little clunky or anything like that, but they just haven't addressed those yet. They know they need to get those addressed. They're working on it. It just, in everything that they've put out publicly, it just hasn't been addressed, but they are addressing it on the back end. It's already been addressed. It just, for everything going out to us publicly right now, they're keeping it very close to the chest.
All we were doing is basically bringing people now.
Understandably, to be completely honest. That was a great pause by me, by the way. Comment below what you think about that supremely timed pause.
Now into the rest of what the game would feel like. There's the Zeus Ult laying down Leonidas. And we've got Musashi coming in. Herc does his ult to power up and then gives her a whack. And she's bugged, so she's buffing my team instead of her team. We come up against the Ramses fight. Zeus laying in tons of damage, honestly. Herc doing a bit as well. And we find the final fight is against Anubis. Again, doing a decent amount of damage against us here. But not enough because we're on the demo and we're trying to force people to win.
I like it. I like it. Let me win. Give me that false sense of god tier gamer abilities, boys. Let's go.
So Herc coming in with a smack. Gets a stun off as well. Oh, wow. That's a massive hit from Brunhild there. Okay.
The mists of
And then we want to give people a sense of, okay, well, what does an end of campaign, like parallax cutscene look like for us? Again, I don't want to show too much of this because I'm saving it for people that actually get into the beta and play it there, but you can see it.
Across these cracks, like a greed-flavored soup, spew forth those that want more glory, more power.
It's pretty cool, though.
Simply just more. We need an understanding of what the world now.
Anyway, not to show you all of it because
I'm actually going to be on my first playthrough. I think we're going to play it on stream over on Twitch when the game actually does come out and we're allowed to make content on it. I think we're going to play through nice and slow through that campaign. We're going to listen to all the stories and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to just go ham from there. But I really like the way your rewards pop up. Hopefully, we're getting some gold gear, some gems.
then it rules all the storyline and stuff like that in game, where we get our reward. And then again, I'm not letting people do anything other than now go to the Sanctum. Okay, so again, we're railroading the people that are analyzing our build in a certain direction. Can't click anything else. So we come back to the Sanctum, and now we're forcing people into the Godforge. There's going to be some stuff that I've got to censor here because it's too much information already. But there are different areas that I'm able to kind of like show the guys that are going to be testing this mode, so they can come in and see what these different areas do. So every one of these will have a pop-up, but we're forcing people into like the summoning environment with their crystals. All of this is still white box or grey box or whatever, like it's just giving people the flow of how does this game work. None of this is real, okay? None of it's real.
Am I real? Is this real life? Come on, Simon, I gotta know. Is this real life?
This is like a very early mock-up we did of a summon type of animation and how that flow goes through. And then we get a hero and we can see what their kit does in the demo, but I can't click on anything else. And then I'm basically forcing the user to do 3 summons here to get excited about.
So he said this is a very early mock-up of the summoning animation. I hope the summoning animation changes a little bit. It's Godforge. I would kind of personally, just based on the name Godforge, I would like to see something a little bit more, maybe like we take the shards and we use that. Watch Forged in Fire, where they make swords and knives out of metal, right? So maybe take the shards and those go on an anvil and a big hammer comes in, boom, boom, boom. And then we shoot through the tunnel and out pops our god, our legend, our myth. That's personally what I would like to see. Take that for what it's worth. If you have a different idea, by all means, comment below. Join the Discord. Let Fateless know what you want to see. But yeah, that's my personal vibe. I think would be really cool.
Okay, this is what summoning feels like. This is how this type of game works. All of that stuff.
Boy, Musashi.
Get yourself a Musashi.
Let's go, Musashi.
Very sweet. And then it's like one more summon. What might I get? it would be amazing if it was a legendary, right?
Big money, no whammies. Let's go.
Oh, Anubis.
Yes.
Anyway, you get the idea.
We
So it's
got
kind of
Anubis,
that
boys.
good feel of grabbing yourself a champ. You can kind of look around them, see what they're up to, see what they're doing with their kits. It's like, okay, feels good. And now I'm forcing them into the hero screen. And in this screen again, I can look at my roster. We've seen this stuff before. A little bit tidied up. Only a little bit, but with the shaders and stuff like that. So some of the shaders are now starting to come through better. We're getting a better visual on some of the heroes. We're still missing VFX and all that type of stuff. Like, we've still got a load to do on this screen. And it's screens that I've shown you before. Love this club. Look at this.
I like it.
With the Hydra heads on it. Very cool. You can actually like zoom in on some of the detail, but it still needs a bit of work on the texturing and the shaders and stuff. But it gives the person who's reviewing the game a flavor, at least, of what we're trying to achieve.
Makes me laugh every time I see it. But Arthur with that just massive shield is just, it's goofy. It's absurd to me. I love it. It's goofy. It's absurd in a good way. In a good way. I don't mean this in a bad way. I love it. It's cartoonish. It's adorable.
Achieve here. Yeah, with the different heroes. Again, you can kind of zoom in, get a good feel for the graphics quality, all that type of stuff. And the light, I don't know why we've not sorted this yet. The lighting on the back of this setting is just nowhere near amped up enough. So I can't see all of this amazing work that's been done, which is stuff that we have to fix over time. That's all stuff to fix. But basically we can go through and see what the different heroes are up to, and see a few of the flourishes that we've actually got in already and stuff like that. And yeah, can go through each one. We then have kind of like the breakdown of what the different things might be. So I can come in and see what the skills are for each of these different elements. Some of this stuff I'm going to have to censor, so I'm not going to show you this yet, but this will be what gearing does and that type of stuff.
One thing I would like to see with the gearing is, and I don't know if it's viable for a mobile game, similar things in different games, right? So like Diablo Immortal, we were able to do this. Diablo 4, we were able to do this. Different pieces of gear, so like different set pieces. Like, let's just say, we don't know the names of gear sets in Godforge, but let's just say there's a speed set and there's an accuracy set, right? Whatever the name might be. If it's like a 2-piece set and a 2-piece set, they have a different visual. So I would love, as you put different sets on your champion, and again, I don't know if this is viable for Godforge and the Fateless crew, but if you put a 2-piece speed set, 2-piece accuracy set on your champion, I would love to see that kind of customization visually on the champion, on the hero, to kind of have that, because we have that in other games. Diablo Immortal has it. They have massive backing, being a Blizzard IP. Diablo 4 has it with theirs, and obviously there's a difference between Diablo Immortal and Diablo 4 just because the engines are different and stuff like that. So there's a little bit more behind it. But if Godforge can pull this off, I would love to see that in game, to where different sets give you a different visual. The overall champion, the overall hero is the same, but you have a just maybe tweak the colors, couple little things here and there. I think it would be really, really dope.
And then what Awakening does. And lastly, I guess we'll show you this one. So complete hidden challenges in the world to uncover new mastery. So our mastery system is going to be like challenge based and actually mastering stuff to earn masteries. And then you can equip them to your heroes to empower your heroes in different ways. So it's going to be a fun kind of like go out and find masteries. Yeah, so and it might be you hit a certain enemy for so much damage and it unlocks a damage mastery that all of your heroes could equip from that moment on and stuff like that. So our mastery system is going to be really fun, actually. But again,
that's interesting. So maybe a strength or attack masteries, you have to deal X amount of damage to the world boss and come through and actually be able to, instead of just equipping a mastery and calling it good, you actually have to like hone a skill, maybe. So that would be pretty cool. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot.
Once we've done that, you can then come back out, and then the user who is like analyzing our build has basically got free reign to then click into anything they want. So, you know, they can look at the event screen and be like, okay, what have Godforge got planned for events? So, you know, world bosses to earn powerful new gods, slay the tarnished enemies of legend to earn powerful rewards. It's all very top level stuff, right? We're just giving people a flavor of what different things.
Climb the temple of Ishtar for fame and glory. Ishtar was, if we go back, that was what was referenced in the arena side. So is this the arena? Is this Ishtar? Is this the arena? You enter somewhere down in here. It's level 1. That's your bronze arena. Silver, gold, platinum, ultra platinum, mega ultra platinum. I think that could be dope. I think that could be dope. Almost like a Mortal Kombat tower, where you just have to just keep climbing as you go. I like this. Also, this artwork. This would be a really, really sick wallpaper for my computer. Just Simon, if you're watching, wallpaper.
Things to be. Battle against your biggest rivals in challenging trials to earn powerful rewards. Very vague. Climb the temple of Ishtar for fame and glory for a tournament. What else we got here? Heroes will just take us into this screen. Index. Over 250 heroes from myth and legend. 10 different factions.
So 10 different factions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. We have Aru, Avalon, Chiba. Let me know in the comments below how badly I pronounce that. Olympus, Jade, Eager, Ecker, Ecure. So these two, let me know. How bad did I mispronounce those? Or did I pronounce them well? Who knows? But we have 4 more that are unshown from here. We've seen a couple other ones that have been announced. I don't know if we've had all 10 announced yet.
What else have we got? Mission. So again, if you played this type of game before, you understand what we're trying to do.
Is this another leak? I'm not sure. Guys. Has this artwork been leaked out and everything? Do we know who this champion is? Do we know who this is? I don't know who this is. I like the feathers. I really like the feathers. I like the wraps or scars everywhere. The crown with all the spikes, that kind of with the smile, reminds me of, have any of you guys seen Solo Leveling? It kind of reminds me of the gods from Solo Leveling. As far as like the other kind of statues, and they look really creepy. That's the vibe that I get from this. That's really
but missions will introduce new players to the genre and drive experienced players to the best parts of the game. So it's kind of helping players understand the game. Carefully crafted onboarding experience to maximize understanding and retention, and then the ability to earn amazing heroes over longer mission lines. So that's what we're aiming to do with missions. And then with quests, daily quests to bring players back, give them something to look forward to every day. Quests will be a delicate
dailies. Give me all the dailies. I'm kidding. Give me good dailies. I want good dailies that are going to give me decent rewards that I can use to keep playing the game. Hopefully with like an eye towards, maybe like a summon at the end of the month, something along those lines. If we can have not a base summons, but like a mid to upper level summons, maybe once a month from our dailies, that would be pretty cool.
Balance between variety and consistency to make players feel excited to log in or log on. And yes, we do have a shop for anyone who wants this to purely be a completely free-to-play game. It's not. We do have a shop. So dynamic offers based on spending patterns, data-driven pricing and layout. It's all stuff to try and entice you to buy a pack. Let's be honest. And then lastly,
right there. Let's be honest. The honesty with that statement, I respect. I do respect that. You make the game first. You make the game because you want to make a game. Second, you want to make a good game, and you want to make it fun for other people to play. Then, especially once you become a business with it, how do we stay in business? If we're gonna make it a free download game, free to play as far as downloading and actually being in the game, how do we make money off this game? Do we have ads for other things? We've seen that in mobile games. You'll play a game and then you'll go like 2 levels and then you have to watch an ad to get to the 3rd level. And then after 20 minutes of that, you're done. You never want to play that game again. Raid Shadow Legends and some of these other, gacha games in this genre go the other route, where we're going to monetize shard pools, we're going to monetize skins and things like that. Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil. I do like that they're being honest about it. Look, hey, these offers are here to hopefully, drive you to purchase a pack here and there. Where other games are like, no, you can do everything free to play forever. But also here's all this stuff that we just want your money. So hopefully with the transparency, and then also Hades and the entire Fateless crew basically being gamers and have been, playing games, Raid Shadow Legends, Dragon Champions, Dragonair, Watcher of Realms, having played so many of these games in this genre, they understand, from a player's perspective, we're not necessarily always looking to, just be, not everybody wants to be full free to play in every game they play. So sometimes you just want to, it's my birthday. I want to celebrate my birthday. I want to spend, I got 50 extra bucks. Let's buy $50 worth of shards and let's go to town. You know what I mean? So having those options is definitely there. Hopefully, as far as the monetization goes, it's respectable and has an eye towards value for the player, as opposed to let's just, put 3 shards there for $100. They're free. It's not like it's not like you have, people in the mountains, physically mining shards to give to the player base. It's digital. It's from thin air. So give us value, and spenders are going to spend, whales are going to whale. Free to play players are going to free to play player. It is there. I would like, hopefully there's an eye towards balance is all I'm saying. So I like the transparency, like, hey, we're putting these offers there because we want you to buy them. I do. From a pure budgetary and business standpoint, I'm able to distract and pull my ego out of it. And I understand, hey, we are a business. Let's try to stay in business. But I do like the transparency of just saying that, hey, if we put an offer out there, we would like you to buy it. I do respect that transparency. So good job.
The one here that I'm not done yet, Clan Hall. Join forces with other players to defeat competition.
Medusa. I can't wait to see this art. I can't wait to see this art with like colors and lighting and shading. Medusa and hopefully animations. Hopefully these snakes are just whipping around up there the whole time. I cannot wait to see this one. This one might be my favorite once it's there. Once we have the actual full artwork and it's fully fleshed out, this one may be my favorite.
To bosses and challenges for a chance at some of the best loot in the game. gather together with other clans to form larger player clusters. There's obviously a ton more stuff in our roadmap that you don't see here around what some of the different game modes will be, you know, how they're going to look and feel. But really what we needed was something that a company that's looking to part with serious amounts of cash and invest in something like Fateless would basically be able to then get a feel of the game, a feel for what we're trying to achieve, and then we send alongside this like a timeline of when we're looking to get stuff done. So this is Demo 2.0. It's really just a build on top of what we'd already done at Gamescom, and I guess it helps us towards a roadmap of, for our next massive milestone, which starts on Monday, you know, what things are we prioritizing to get into the beta so that you guys can start to actually experience gameplay rather than just
What to get in the beta? Me. I wanted.
you know, see cool visuals. So that's going to be it for today. Yeah, let me know, is it what you were expecting? And is there anything that's caught your eye there that you're like, damn, that looks really sweet? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, so we're gonna leave it there. A lot of stuff we've seen before, frankly, and he alluded to that. It's a lot of new stuff that we haven't seen before, and I like this demo, guys. The demo 2.0. Some leaks, possibly. Yes, no. Let me know who you think some of the leaks, you know, some of the leaks are. Let me know your thoughts down below. What you think? Did you enjoy the vibe to this 2.0 demo? I very much did. I think there's a lot to gain from the transparency that Fateless and Simon are showing, for coming outright and saying, "Hey, this is what we're trying to do. These are, you know, the white box, you know, assets right now, and you know, we're deliberately not showing the fully fleshed out world and the fully fleshed out menu system and everything like that, because we don't want to put the cart before the horse, so to speak." And I really like this. Really measured, really put out there, good information in my opinion. I really think there's a lot here. I can't wait to see some of the other worlds that we're going to be playing in, the arena, the clan boss. Actually see some gameplay coming from that. Be on the lookout. I'm going to go ahead and make that video here in a little bit, to show you guys how to sign up for the beta and get over into the Fateless Discord and everything like that, so we can kind of have something out there for you guys for that. That being said, guys, this one's been long enough. I'm going to go ahead and not waste any more of your time. I'll see you in the next video. I'm JKG Brandon. Y'all been amazing. Peace.